Hey guys, this is Milo with RMS Customs and Fab. I wanted to go over with you today on a 68 Camaro that we have working on right now. Our customer Sammy, out here from Texas, he brought over this vehicle. It's a 68 Camaro with the Resto shop chassis. It's a spec chassis. We're using actually a LT4 motor in here with the 10-speed transmission. So this vehicle is gonna have a lot of custom on the vehicle itself. A lot of custom fab on the flooring, on the rear structure. Actually, you'll see, I will be able to show you all that right now. But I just want, first things first, I wanted to go over with you on the vehicle as far as what we're gonna be doing. It's a pretty cool Pro Touring car that we're gonna be building. I'm excited about it. So it's our first actually 10-speed transmission, which is it's a big tranny. So we gotta be able to obviously be able to fit everything inside there. So which is pretty good. So but yeah, this vehicle at the end of the day, we're gonna strip down the engine. Definitely get a lot more horsepower out of it. So we're pretty excited about it. So let me give you the rundown on the vehicle itself. As you can see, the front end of the vehicle is pretty naked right now, so we're not really in the front right now. A lot of the works right now that's been doing on the car, it's all in the back. So as you can see, the car is on a jig, and it's on a jig for a reason. If you come down with me, you can actually see all the work that we've been doing on this. As you know, the spec chassis is really made for cars that have a specific ride height, which is really stock. So what we ended up doing is we ended up modifying the whole complete rear chassis section of this car. That obviously Resto shop has for their setup. So we just picked it up, raised it up 2 inches. Basically it, obviously on the front, transmission, all that, we ended up, getting all the angles and everything else where it needed to be. But customer already had this chassis. We told him, hey man, he goes, if you want, we can go with something different. We'll go with their fast track chassis, all that, so we can be able to get that lower stance, because he was really wanting to get that lower stance on the car. And so with the spec chassis, you're just not able to do that until it starts bottom out, hitting on the stock frame rails or the control arms bottom out. So we just ended up raising it up 2 inches to be able to get everything that we needed to do. Redid the frame rail section in the back, and then and that's really it. I mean, before we did that, we obviously we got all the measurements as far as the pickup points over the arms and everything else, but for the most part, everything else lined up pretty good. So as you can see, right now it's pretty much skeleton. A lot of it has been handmade fab, so it's been pretty cool, everything that we've been doing on the vehicle itself. As you can see over here, going down, you can see all the pine hard bar that we ended up doing, which was, we ended up making a new bracket. Since we had to raise the whole differential about 2 inches, we actually had to relocate that pine hard bar location pickup on that. We ended up doing the rear trunk floor pan and the floor cover right there. So we ended up putting some fabbing up some bushings, so that way we were able to, once we put the rear trunk section of the vehicle itself, it's all one piece. And if you actually come down over here, you can see the whole front trunks, the trunk section of the vehicle. All this is handmade. All this is basically one flat piece of sheet metal before. So everything's all handmade on this car. Edwin, my business partner, is the one that's been working on this. So this whole trunk section is all handmade. A lot of it we ended up making out with the Pull Max. So with the Pull Max, everything's all, we stamped it. We just kept on, we made all the bucks, get everything going where it needed to be. So we wanted to keep that original look on it, but we had to raise everything up. So you can see all the sections that has been really heavily modified, which is that rear center section right here, which is where the differential goes. But on the rear trunk section, we still kept like that OE look shape to it, but it's all custom, it's all made. And then over here on the factory frame rails or support covers, which is like the factory style, because on the Resto shop, if you look on the back, it actually gets mounted or it picks up and it mates to the rear shackle bushings from the leaf spring. So we kept all that. We basically ended up doing is we just got rid of all the OE stuff, and then we just redid the oil. So everything off right here flows all with the rear suspension of the vehicle itself. So all of that itself, right now we're just finalizing, welding everything in place, welding all the structure. We had bracing on and everything, so when we're welding, it's not moving and twisting on us and everything. But we're getting ready to actually now finalize this and weld everything into place, so it should be pretty cool. This is the rear taillight panel. This car has been stretched about 2 inches. It's gonna have 345s in the back, 19s. This is gonna have a whole rear diffuser setup on it, which is pretty cool, pretty excited. Reverse light on it right there, so we'll have a really nice, it's gonna have the factory tail light style. There won't be factory tail lights, but it's gonna have the original style looking as far as on that. So yeah, we're pretty excited about this car. I want to thank Sammy for giving us the opportunity to build something pretty outrageous and, you know, something cool, you know. So we can't wait for this vehicle to actually sit on the ground and see how it's gonna look on the ground, especially with, you know, with the Forge 9 wheels that we're gonna be putting on here. We just can't wait, you know. So, but just like anything, it's just a process. It takes some time to be able to get everything where it needs to be. But right now our main concern is just finish up the rear section. Once we finish up the rear section, then the rest of then we'll be able to go in through the transmission tunnel, finish out the floor section, finish out the center section of the tunnel, and then work on the firewall. And then basically at that point, we're just gonna start gapping everything else and then start fitting everything into place. So stay tuned into this vehicle, because this is gonna be a really cool vehicle. I can't wait to actually, again, you know, I can't say it's not, I just can't wait for this car to sit on the ground on its own wheels, you know, and we can actually see how low the car is going to be. But yeah, stay tuned. Let us know what you think. Leave a comment. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. You guys have any questions, or you guys want to do a build or anything like that, make sure to shoot us an email at restomashopcustoms@gmail.com, or you guys can give us a call, 210-444-9633. We'll be happy to, you know, give you guys some help. If you guys have some, you know, builds, or you guys want to looking for a shop, somebody in Texas, or even outside of Texas. You know, we have customers here out of state, you know, that are from everywhere. So just give us a shout and we'll be happy to take care of you guys.